Alright, and here is a quick special advanced look at Unique Toys Sharkies 3-pack. Now, one of the things that surprised me at first is having seen pictures of them and knowing about how big they are. It comes in a rather, largish box. It's very thick. Like the box is bigger than I was expecting, but it's a neat little kind of long box. It's got the little comic logo in the corner, Sharkies G-02. There's some comic art on the edges. Stay out of my territory. And then some pictures of the figures themselves on the back, as well as the bio. So you pop them out, and they're in just a plastic tray inside the box itself, just like this. And then there's a little instruction sheet and a baggie. And then they each have a tail and a gun. I'll go ahead and get them all out of here. There's 3 in the pack. Let's get all 3 of them out here. Get all the weapons out. And we're good to go. So there's 3 of them in the pack. They're smallish. They're small and chunky. See if we can get them to stand here. Their feet, they don't have big heels, and they are back heavy. So getting them to stand and stay standing reliably is a little bit of a chore. Once you get them standing, they'll stand okay. But it does take a little bit of balance to get them going. Now I'll put these 2 off to either side. Now you get like what appears to be like 2 drones. They all have different faces. This guy has got kind of a I'm a sourpuss face. He's got a little bit of a growl. This guy here has kind of a neutral face. He's not growling. He's not quite smiling either. And then this one has a snarl. You can see with his sharp teeth in there. And you will notice that there are a couple of different paint schemes here. The 2 what I consider the drones over here have kind of a pale purple on their chest, which I think some people were complaining about. And then this one has more of the pinkish purple. And this one, the color scheme on the main guy, looks a little bit more G1, or what we think of closer to the G1 toy than the 2 drones. But they are all gray and silver. It's just the shade of purple here on the chest that's different, I believe. I don't see any other changes to the figures themselves. They got gold eyes. This one, unfortunately, came with kind of a gouged scratch in it. I don't know how well it's showing up. You can kind of see there in the gold. There's a slight chrome scratch. There's no reason to expect that, like the final. There you can kind of see it looks kind of like the hypnotoad pupil there. They shouldn't come like this. These are advanced samples, so the final version should be fine. Because you can see the other 2 are perfectly okay in the eye department. Go ahead and get them in focus again. They are short. Again, like I said, the box is much bigger than I expected. Here is a Transmetal Cheetor with them, just to give you an idea of how big they are compared to an old Beast Wars Deluxe. So they're short. They're hefty because they're big and round, but they are very short. Plastic-wise, it feels slightly improved from the at least from their dive bomb, their Warhawk. It is still a little soft. It feels a little thin. You can kind of it vibrates if you flick it. It's kind of a thin plastic, but it's not bad. It seems to hold up okay. I haven't had any issues or worries that I'm going to stress anything when transforming them. So they got ball jointed heads, ball jointed shoulders. There is a swivel here. That's a ball jointed elbow. That's why there's a swivel there. So yeah, a ball joint up at the shoulder, ball joint at the elbow. The wrists don't rotate at all. They're solid blocks to push in there. Ball jointed hips. They got hinged knees, and they got ball jointed ankles. Although again, they actually do have a pretty decent range of movement there. I thought they didn't move much side to side, but they actually do. They have quite a bit of decent side to side ankle tilt movement there. So there you go. They each come with the same pistol they can hold, as well as what we consider the traditional tail whip. And I do like how they offset the plug so it's able to be held in their hand without interfering with the giant cuff there on the thing. It's held very solidly, and it doesn't. And you can hold it without having to account for the big cuff. That's really kind of nice. So yeah, neat little guys. A little, maybe a little stunted on the lower half than I'd expect, but not to a horrible degree. A little on the small side from the waist down, but nothing horrendous. You can kind of see the rest of the Sharkticon motif. You can see the whole fins on the back and everything like that. Now to transform him, the first thing you want to do is turn his head around and flip it in like that. And then on the back of the head, there's a couple little details that kind of look like a flamethrower or something for when he's in alt mode. Lift his jaw up. Again, remove the gun and remove the weapons from the hand. And then this whole assembly, you want to grab down here at the waist, actually in front of the waist. You grab him kind of right here at the gut and flip that up. And then the waist actually rotates around like this. You bring this down, you fold this down so it opens up. And then the feet, you rotate them around and fold them up like this. So rotate them at the thigh and fold them up. Then they fold up into the body, just like that. So now the entire lower half is now inside the Sharkticon. And then you close this back up. So see now now he's just a floating orb. Actually, while you've got this open, you want to take these the shoulders, and you can see the pin right here. Flip it down and around like that, and then close it up. So now the legs are further back. At which point you can then flip the arm pieces down into position where they should go. Rotate the little arms up, just like that, and then you push the hands up into the foot. Flip the little feet down and rotate these to be forward, just like that. And once that's done, you can take the tail, and again, it's designed so it offsets for this little cuff right here, and then you have your Sharkticon. Helps if you bring the legs forward a little bit. The way the transforms, the knee bends this way. It uses that elbow joint. You can, if you don't mind the feet being sideways, you can rotate it so they sit a little bit like that, but then the foot is sideways. So it's really up to you. If you want to be a little bit more stable, you can do that. But it does stand okay. You can see there's the Sharkticon by himself, and again with the head flipped up and in, it's not visible, so you can kind of chomp. You can chomp. There is a little bit of a gap if you look at it from the bottom, but considering everything this thing pulls off very well, I'm okay with it. From the side, it looks like there's a big chunk of him missing, but if you have the jaw open a little bit, it alleviates that to a degree. And yeah, and there's the Sharky in Sharkticon mode. So yeah, just to get a good look at those all guys together. I'll transform one of the purple ones real quick, just to show them off side by side, and we'll leave one in robot mode. Again, the only real difference between them is the purple paint around the mouth, but it is a difference. So let's just see if it looks any different in shark mode. I doubt it, but hey. Go ahead and make sure we flip those down. I'll take these around. Just to get them rotated all the way around. Flip that up. Head go in. Some of the joints are a little loose on these guys. And again, test shot, so I don't know how much of that is going to translate into the final product. I don't know why this isn't closing here. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's a problem. Okay. So yeah, these should be out soon. I'm not sure exactly what the release date is, but they're about ready to go. The horns also can be they're just on little pivots. You can actually, if you want them to face forward, you can plug them in, so they face a little bit more forward instead of straight up. But yeah, okay. So there's the two of them together, side by side, just to give you an idea of the differences in purples. So yeah, there's the UT Sharkies. Like honestly, like they're a 3-pack for I think 130 is what they're going for. And they're okay. They're a little on the small side, and I really would have liked it. Like if I could pay 30 for one, I would be all over that. It's a neat little Sharkticon. I wouldn't mind have a Sharkticon on my shelf. Like 30 to 35 bucks for a single one, I think is okay. But I mean, like when you have to buy them as a 3-pack for 130. And actually, let me double check the price on that real quick because I don't want to misrepresent. Let's see. Oh no, okay. It's $109.95. TF Source has them on sale right now for $89.95 for the 3-pack. So I completely misrepresented that, and I'm glad I double checked that. And so there you're getting 3 of them you're getting them at about $30 a piece. I would recommend if you're interested in these and you only want one, find a couple friends to go in because then you're paying $30 each, and like I would totally buy one of these by itself for $30. You won't get the box, but the box is kind of overly big, and the figure is nice. You all can decide amongst yourself who gets to keep the box. And even then, three of them for $89.95. Okay, like that is a much better deal than $130. That's like a $50 difference, $40 difference. So yeah, at that price, I do recommend picking them up. They're very nice. And apologies for misleading there. Yeah, so there you go. There's a look at the Unique Toys Sharkies 3-pack. I like that they have both the traditional color and the new purple color. Everybody can be happy. I like the 3 different. I like that each of the guys has a different head. Like I said, if I had one complaint, it's that I wish the legs were a little bit longer. Maybe there's a little bit more mass to the lower half of the robot body, but and maybe not quite as big gap on the underside from the side of the shark mode, or the alt mode, I guess. But I mean, they're Sharkticons. What more do you want? They're really nice little figures. And to me, plastic wise, like I said, they're a little better than Warhawk, which is nice to see because that one just really felt thin to me, and they're still a little on the thin side, but definitely a much improved second effort from Unique Toys. So there you go. There's the Unique Toy Sharkies. Like I said, $89.95 for the 3-pack. Especially if you get a couple of friends to go in, I definitely recommend doing that.